is up, Apex Nation, and welcome back to some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel! Hope you guys are having a great day. And as always, there's a link in the description for a Discord. Join the Discord, have some conversations with us. We talk anime, we talk video games, we talk whatever. Whatever's on your mind, we talk it. Simple as that. Join up, have some fun, help build a community. The Apex Nation community. See? See what I did there? Yeah. And I also have a second channel where I put my hobby videos. And currently the only hobby video up is a recording, which is probably false. By the time this goes out, there's probably a second video. But either way, bam, is my Halo Warthog metal model, which you can see me build on my second channel. Link in the description down below. It does not have a URL yet, but one day it might, if you guys are generous enough to subscribe. Also, there's the Patreon, patreon.com/ApexReaper Gaming, where you can support the channel on a higher level. I completed my super quant deck, and I lost every game. And this is the deck I found online, right? I was like, this I saw online. I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And the reason why I'm on King Magnus here is I gotta remember when playing this deck, King Magnus is what you need to get, and you need to get 4+. It's the best way to do it is to get 4+ on this guy. It is unaffected by card effects except super quant cards. That's super helpful. He stays in the field, he's 3600. There's an equip card around here I was looking at earlier that allows you to do some pretty cool stuff. Was it this one? Yeah, it gains 100 attack times your rank. I mean, he's rank 12. That's 1,200 attack gaining. That's pretty dang good. That's a 4. It'd be 6, 7, 7, 8. I said that'd be 4,800 attack. Pretty good. And then if I have 6, your opponent cannot add cards from their deck to their hand. And 2, once per turn during your main phase, you can detach one material, shuffle one card on the field into the deck, if I needed to. But I really don't need to. But you never know. I mean, if I had 4, I wouldn't do it because I would want this. I can get you on the field, this guy on the field, no problem, but yeah, okay, so once per turn, if other cards you control is destroyed by battle or an opponent's effects, you can attach one card from your hand, deck, or extra deck to this card's material. So that's good, and that's easy to get out, but the problem being, I gotta remember this in my field spell here, which I have another way to get out with that, although I think I'm gonna drop a lot of these cards. This, I gotta remember, has a second effect. You can send this card from your field to graveyard to target 3 Super Quanto Mech Beast Xyz monsters with different names you control, and or in your graveyard. Special summon 1 Quantum Mech Great Magnus, and this is easy to do because once you discard a card, target 1 Super Quantum monster you control, special summon from your extra decks 1 Quantum Beast with the same name is tributed, which would be good. And then you could use cards to special summon, you could use other cards to get other cards out. Foolish Burial, send 1 monster from your deck to the graveyard. I don't think that belongs in this deck, I really don't. I mean, use it with Monster Reborn to get out like one of the bigger monsters you don't have to sacrifice for, and then summon out that way, sure, but I don't really see that being there. And same with Reasoning. I don't see Reasoning being there. I don't see a reason to get these cards to the graveyard. They're going to get to the graveyard on their own terms, but I'd rather have them on the field, and I don't have a lot of ways to get them back on the field. I mean, this will allow me to target 3 Super Quants in your graveyard, shuffle them back in the deck, so what was the point of putting them there in the first place? You will allow me to you can discard 1 Super Quant card, draw a card. Not really the most useful. I thought there was a better one. Is there not? I thought there was one that allowed me to special summon a Super Quant. Maybe I'm thinking differently. You can special summon this if you have no cards in your hand. That's pretty good. When you normal summons or special summon, you can target 1 Super Quant card in your graveyard, add it to your hand so you can get it back. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Super Quant monster in your graveyard, except red, and you special summon it. Again, helpful for getting the cards back out, but it's not really... I mean, it's good. It doesn't need these to do it. And you can send one non-light super quant monster from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. Special summon this card in your hand in defense position. When this card is normal summon or special summon, you can special summon. Or you can send one super quant monster from your deck to your graveyard, and if you do, this card's attribute and level becomes the same as that monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one super quant fairy alpha from your deck or graveyard into your hand. You can use it once per turn. I thought I had. When this card is normal summon or special summon, you can add one quant. Once per turn. You can target one face. Oh, I'm thinking of the other deck we just played last episode. Okay. So, like, things in here could change. Like, I don't need these Danger Noodle guys. These Danger cards. Well, this is Danger Noodle. He's Danger Noodle. He's cool, but useless. I'd much rather have cards that allow me to special summon other cards if I'm going to have anything in here that's not super quant. Which I would. I need monsters. I need material. That's what it comes down to. And like material for these are 2 level 4 monsters. And that's difficult to do. That is incredibly difficult to do with this deck. That's a 3-star. That's a 4-star. But I had to summon out twice. I have no way of special summoning. Not a big way of special summoning. I mean, I have, what is it, this one? Emergency Teleport, which is 1 level 3 psychic. So I could bring this on the field, and the only one I can Xyz summon is this. Other than that, it's relying on me using my field spell to Xyz summon. I think that needs to change. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different monsters in here that allow me to special summon. That will be super helpful. I just gotta find them. Foolish Burial, Reasoning can go. This card, at the start of your main phase, add 1 monster with 0 attack to your deck in your hand, but half your life points after adding it to your hand. To the end turn, you cannot activate. This is not good. I don't know why the person would put this in the deck. It's not good. I mean, you could grab Elfin or Ash Blossom. Like, that's not good. I thought the person maybe knew what they're talking about, but that's gonna go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 spell cards right there that can go. A 5, 6. This isn't really helping me either. And then I have other ones here that are actually super quant cards that help the super quants. They can go in. Terraform is good to help me get, you know, my field spell back in the field. And there's another trap card in here too, or spell card, something like that, that allows me to get that, or activate that effect, I should say. So you can do this one to get Magnus out. So if you don't have that with you, you can still, and you have the conditions for it, you can still activate that, get them out. That's fine. And like this, 2 monsters, including a spellcaster monster, to get that one. Oh, that I don't think I'll ever use. This is just 3 Xyz monsters, which again, I would bring out King Magnus. The Great King Magnus, that is. 60 effect by monsters. Those Xyz cannot be destroyed in battle, except for the unaffected by other monster effects, except those of Xyz monsters. Can't be destroyed by battle, except for the Xyz monsters. Still can be destroyed by a spell or trap. You can target 1 Xyz monster in your graveyard and 1 card your opponent controls. Special summon that monster to your graveyard. Oh yeah, and if you do attach that card, your opponent's to the material. Any damage your opponent takes is half. Like, that's cool. And then there's this 2 effect monsters, including a super quant monster. Again, if I could find a way to special summon from my hand, a level 4 or whatever, I could use that. Bam, special summon out that. That's only 2. I would need a link of 3. And I don't have a link of 2s or anything like that. Everything's 3. That's why it says 2+. Because it's a link of 3. Each time a super quant Xyz monster with a different name from a card you control a special summon from your extra deck. The cards at this point, to draw a card. Yeah. It's a cool deck. I just need to learn more of it, and thought I'll show you guys what I was talking about, what I'm thinking about with that deck. And I have yet to win a game with it because I think it's definitely needs some work. But anyway, let's jump into the story because this is going to be a long episode because we're down here. And I was thinking about this, the world chosen by the World Legacy. That was actually a really good solo mode. They should do more of that, where you have scenarios and then you duel. And then the scenario, again, like talked about that duel, like when we were after the World Armor. It really seemed like that duel was against countless Craven, or whatever the crap they were called. What are the crawlers? Countless crawlers. And it was really, really cool because like you fought a bunch of crawlers that kept on coming back from the graveyard over and over and over again. It was annoying. It was drawn out. And then the story told you like, hey, it was a drawn out battle. It seemed like it would never end. It did. Like that was really good. That was well done. It was annoying, but well done. We have the gift of the Martyr. Now standing in their way are the Mech Knights, who employ tactics using columns and the World Shield, as well as the Nightmare, who control the World Lance and nightmarishly powerful Link monsters. Your battle for the World Legacy rages on. Great. Ooh. Okay, scenario duel. Scenario duel goal. Okay. It's not terrible. Let's read about this. Spelled wrong. Ib was held captive. The stolen ritual wand was sealed inside the core of the Mech Knight Blue Sky, its power source. She'd been captured forcefully, but up to this point the Mech Knights had not laid a hand on her. Ib was in deep thought. The Great Darkness was using the crawlers to threaten mankind. What if mankind's perception of the Mech Knight had been wrong all along? Meanwhile, Arum and the party arrived at the base of the Mech Knights after their long quest to rescue Ib. Ruins of a forgotten civilization lie before them, the husk of decaying buildings long buried by crustal movements barely broke the ancient Earth's surface. Among them, artificial forms lay untouched in pristine condition. There, the activated World Legacy World Shield shone brightly, and the World Legacy known as the World Lance rose sharply out of the earth. Even with the power of the World Chalice, it was a fool's errand to challenge the Mech Knights. Following Lee's words, Aram and the group decided on a sneak attack on the World Shield. Before the party, a knight appeared, then another. Previously, they wouldn't have stood a chance, but now it was different. Dude, the World Knights look cool, or the Mech Knights look cool. They had to rescue Ib. The determination made them fight with blood-curdling ferocity. Sensing danger, the Mech Knights. Oh. That's cool looking. Transformed into a united form, the Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme. That's really cool. And I'm answering a Discord question. See, join the Discord. I talk to yous. World Legacy Landmark. What does that do? Banish one World Legacy monster from your hand or face up on the field, then target two monsters in your graveyard. Special summon them, but they cannot attack this turn. You may not need them to attack. That's not bad. All right, so we have a duel. I'm answering a question. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. That's how you spell that. But did I not just click on duel? Duel. Mech Knight have many monsters with high attack. Great. If it is played first, it is recommended to destroy multiple monsters at once with Rageki, or prevent Link summons with Solemn Strike. If you are going first, be careful about placement so the number of cards in the same column does not inadvertently exceed 2. Great, I gotta think about that, eh? Canadian now. Ooh, that's cool. Mine's orange and his is purple. Can you buy the different colors? I didn't see that before. Oh, this is not good. I mean, Solemn Strike. I mean, that's not bad. I'm going to put it over here. That way it kind of stays away from Link monsters. I think that's what they were talking about. All level 6 higher or higher. Special summon monsters on the field cannot declare attacks or activate their effects. Dude, this freaking music. Ooh, okay, because I'm using... Alright. What do you do? If this card is normal summon special, you can add one World Chalice monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send one monster from your hand, add this card to your hand. Okay, so if I normal summon, I can get a monster to from my deck to my hand. The Reinforcement of the Army can get me a card. Oh, what's this do? If this card is in your hand, you can target 2 face-up spell cards on the field, one from each side. Banish them if you do special summon this card. Face-up spells. I have to have a face-up spell on my hand, my field, for that to happen. I'll bring this to my hand. It's not really helpful. I'm gonna summon him because I think I can protect him. That was not good. Yes. That was not good of me. Really, I would like this. Really would like that. It's freaking a 5-star though. I don't understand how to really use that. Add one World Chalice monster from your... Oh, that's the same card I'm using. Then when a card effect is activated that targets your linked monsters, quick effect can send this card. That's not gonna help me right now. Really need better cards. I seriously need cards that allow me to special summon. If a monster is special summoned from the extra deck, except during the damage step, you contribute this card, send the monster to the graveyard. This card is normal summon face up and leaves the field. You can special summon 2 World Chalice. Okay, I'm gonna grab that. Only to try to get it to my graveyard. Terraforming. Now, do I want to stop terraforming? I'm gonna activate this. This, target one monster, return it to hand. Nope. Okay, we're good on that. Unfortunately, you're gonna get your spell card on the field. Okay. World Legacy what? Scars. All Mech Knight monsters in the field gain 300 attack and defense. Once per turn, you can discard one Mech Knight monster or World Legacy card. Draw one card. You can banish 8 Mech Knight monster different names from your graveyard or face up on the field. Send your opponent's entire hand and extra deck to the graveyard. Annoying, but nothing I can do about it. Okay, discard into draw, which is fine with that card. And 8, you can't declare an attack. Get wrecked. What's this do? If 2 or more cards are in the same column, you can special summon this card. In that column, you can only special summon once per turn this way. Once per turn, quick effect, you can target one mech to move it to another monster zone. I could bounce that back to your hand. I'm going to bounce it back to your hand. Go back to your hand. Okay, great. Anytime a monster will be summoned or a monster effect is activated, negate this summon or activation. Okay. I'm activating that. Get rid of it. Still don't like it. Still not helping me. Great. Okay. So, if I card is an extra. This face up normal summon set card leaves the field. You can special summon during the main phase. Except to turn this card is sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Add one World Legacy card from your deck to your hand. Struggling here. Why can't I bring that out? One normal monster. God dang normal monsters, because I can summon again. So if I summon, link this out, summon again, and then that could get me the card I need. Possibly. I don't know. We're doing that. Let's see what we got here. We can bring out you or you. You have no help, do you? You contribute one monster your points to and special summon something else from the graveyard. You will allow me to bring out another card. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send you. Put this over here. And then I will summon. God, trying to get the cards not to point to more than one is annoying. So now I get to summon you. 2 World Chalice monsters, gain 300 attack. I mean, what was the point of bringing in that if I was just going to do that, you know? Change that to defense position. I mean, it's not freaking helping me. I don't know. I'm going to end my turn. Because I could bring in World Legacy. You can't declare an attack anyway, so I don't care. Things are happening. There's a lot of crap happening right now. Still can't declare an attack. That's a Link monster that doesn't have a rank. That can declare an attack. Oh, that's fun. Fun. Super fun. Yeah. Woo! This deck is not powerful. I hate it. I hate it so much. Great. What can I bring out? So I could bring out that. It's not helpful, but I could bring out that. Let's try bringing out this. Hang on. Before I touch anything. These fields summon 2 World Chalice monsters from your deck. Yes. If this card is something big, you can special summon 1 World Chalice monster from your hand. Yes. Don't ask me why I'm doing all this, but I'm going to try something. I'm going to throw it face up the fence over here. And now I'm going to bring out just you and you, I guess. There's no point in bringing up them. You there. You there? I don't know. I'm trying my hardest not to do anything. So now I could discard 1, destroy it, and summon another one. Or I should now be able to bring out... Nope. Okay, why? Even though you're not helpful. Okay, no, that is super helpful. Why can't I bring out 2+ Link monsters? Okay, so I need another Linky boy, huh? So if I use you, I can Link summon using you. Boom, good enough. Go to the graveyard, put it there. That's 2 Link monsters. So then I can bring out this. That counts as 2, that counts as 1. Throw it there. Bam. Activate this effect. Destroy that. Send that to the graveyard. I should be able to activate this effect now. Oh, hang on. I don't think I wanted that. Maybe I did. I don't know. I can bring that to my hand. I could summon it and get a monster back from my deck to my hand. Doesn't really freaking help me. Actually, it kind of does. It helps me thin my deck a little bit. And I'm going to grab you, because if it affects my Link monster, I can discard you. So that's helpful. I could bring out... That's not helpful. Battle. Hit him directly. Nice. Alright, problem is, the more and more cards he gets to the graveyard, the worse it's going to be for me. I don't know how many he's got in there, only 6. And he's going to have 8 different monsters. He's got 5. He might have 6 in there now. You can't declare an attack. You can declare an attack. What was that garbage? God, I hate you. No. It's not helpful. That's not helpful either. What do you have? It's not helpful. Nothing here is helpful. La di da. All I can do is crash. All I ought to be able to do. Annoying me. Do I have something that allows me to special summon again? You were too close. Oh, what can I do? Okay, so do I have something that allows me to special summon though? Yes! Target one normal monster you give a special summon defense position. Yes. You. Bam. Let me choose, go here. Activate your effect. Send you away. Bring in you. Put you over here. I'm gonna stop the columns. There we go. Okay, do I have anything else that allows me to special summon? I don't. This could go back to my hand. Kind of useless for me right now. That I can bring monsters back to my hand. Not helpful for me. That's not helpful for me either. Alright. It's more damage on the field. He's only got one card in his hand. I really hate playing with this deck. I really do. God, how many is that? That you can't attack with that, so that's fine. And I can do something with that. What is that? Equip only to a normal monster. If it battles a monster with a higher level, it gains a 500 attack times a difference in level during damage calculation only. When this card is sent to the graveyard, you can put it on top of your deck. So it would gain 2,000? Because there's the 4-star, that's an 8-star. It would gain 2,000. It'd be 3,800. That's a win. Go here. There's nothing in this column. And I'll put you here. That puts 2, but whatever. And I'm going to throw it onto you. And then I'm going to go into battle. Suck it! Get wrecked! God, I hate this deck. You're groomed during ranked that the battles don't go past turn 4. Ooh, boom. Level 12. You know, either like battles don't go past turn 4, and all of a sudden these battles are going so freaking hard. Shuffling into your deck 5 of your World Legacy cards with different names. There's 5 of them with different names. Oh, she's not in the deck. That's what I'm missing. Again, that helps with the story. This one's really good. It's annoying to play as, but it's really good. That are banished. That are banished. I don't banish cards. In your hand. Oh, that are banished in your hand, graveyard, or face up on the field. So anywhere but your deck. Except world. Oh, cards. Oh, they give you your trap and spell cards. Okay, except world, trap, globe. Then draw 2 cards. You can only activate 1. What? Shuffling. Oh, so okay. So you're putting cards back into your deck, but then you're drawing 2. Because you shuffle first. That's a little annoying. I mean, it could be helpful, but then if you draw those 2 cards, do you really want them? Okay. Scenario time. Ooh, what are you? World Legacy World Armor. No, this card is flip summon. You can special summon this card. When a monster is flip summoned, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can add 1 World Legacy card from your deck to your hand. If the card is normal summoned / set is on the field, quick effect, you can target one face-up monster your opponent was that have a special summon from the extra deck, return both that monster and this card to the hand. That's not terrible. Let's do some reading. Aram and friends battled the Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme, which I don't remember if that came into play or not. The accumulation of the Mech Knight's power with all their might. As a tide turned in battle, Ningirsu gathered all of his strength and put his all into one devastating strike of his spear. However, his attack was parried by the Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme, opening a large hole in the wall. The already fragile ruins couldn't withstand the impact and began to collapse. Before the dust settled, so as not to be noticed by the Mech Knight Supreme, Ningirsu directed a subtle glance towards Lee. Noticing his glance, Lee nodded slightly and slipped from the battlefield. She signaled her intentions to infiltrate the base alone and rescue Ib. Lee flew ferociously before finally arriving at Ib. Ib breathed a sigh of relief when she saw Lee there, unharmed. But her relief was short-lived as she learned that the others were battling the Mech Knights. Maybe it was they who were wrong to battle the Mech Knights. To know the truth, she had to stop the battle immediately. As Ib uttered these words, Lee, who stood in front of her, now slowly turned away. Upon their first meeting, Lee had granted Ib with a warm smile of a fairy. Uh-oh. Is she a shade doll? But her smile had transformed, now blackened and hideous. Terrified, Ib sought to scream, but her consciousness was consumed by deep darkness before she could utter a noise. Never trust a hologram UI. Haven't you played Halo? Although that ended. I'm not gonna say. Just in case anybody hasn't played yet. I'm not gonna say how that ended. More scenario. We get a spell card succession. Target one monster in your graveyard. Special summons to a zone a link monster points to. That's actually helpful. That's pretty helpful for this deck. La di da. Around and the others continued to battle. All of a sudden, an explosion occurred inside the facility. Immediately, Aram felt as if the world chalice awakened again, though the feeling was now greatly intensified. Everyone on the battlefield. Wait. Okay, you're the enemy. I was like, wait, who are you? You're the enemy one. Oh, so I did fight you. Yeah. Everyone on the battlefield stopped fighting, transfixed at the moment. Just then, a figure appeared. She was standing on the mountain of the debris before them. It was the visage of Ib, unmistakable from head to toe, you perverts. Okay, she does look different. She actually looks a lot cooler, I'm just gonna say it. But her face betrayed something sinister. Her eyes glowed mysteriously, and an evil aura emitted from her bate. These signs suggested that the figure before them was not Ib they knew. Her laughter was nothing like that of Ib. She now spoke to the confused group. I am Lee. This body's now mine. Sweet Ib was no longer here. The feminine resistance of her voice was now poisoned with a blooming dissonance. Aram and the others glared at her with confusion and anger. Meeting their gaze, Nightmare Corruptor Ibli emitted a force field. The force field now forcefully absorbed the power of the World Chalice with Aram and the others. Now it threatened to take their lives. However, it would be the Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme, who they'd been fighting to the death just moments before, who would rescue them. Throwing itself at them, the power of Ibli was so great it caused the form of the Mech Knight Supreme to become unjoined. Do I get the Mech Knights along with the World Chalice guys? Separated into 7, the Mech Knights were severely damaged. Then Ibli, with a familiar hand, proceeded to extract the cores, never mind, from each of the Mech Knights one by one. It was now clear they were in great danger. And Ibli, possessing both the power of Ib as well as that of the ritual wand. Seeking to prevent this, the Mech Knight Blue Sky sought to transfer control of the wand to someone other than Ib. Showing considerable strength in battle, Aram was the one chosen as the wand's successor. Ibli's power created Shockwave, launched Aram to the edge of the staff. The Mech Knight Blue Sky stretched out his arm to help him. Wordlessly, their gaze met. Aram sensed in his heart that the knight was trying to convey something when a dazzling light shone suddenly. Bright! The next moment, Aram adorned a new armor, not of the world chalice, and holding a sword in each hand, stood at the edge of the cliff. He fused with the Blue Knight? That's cool! Mech Knight Avram, successor of the Ritual Wand. That's cool. Okay, now they're being cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, we got one more Sonati Hell. Who are you? Whoa! 4-star with 2000 attack? I mean, with that equip spell card, that's pretty cool. If you start fighting things that are higher level, but it's only during damage step. And I think it's when you make an attack, right? So if you get attacked, you're screwed. That's cool. I mean, no effects though. I mean, the deck lacks speed. That's actually a really good way to put it. This deck lacks speed. Once owned by Ib, the Ritual One. Oh, she's got a cool. She has 0 attack, but she's getting an effect. I wonder what it wheeze. Passed down through generations in the village of the Forest of the Stars. It was the key to the fate of the stars and held the power to unlock world legacies. In a split-second decision, Aram had been chosen to succeed the wand. Not by the wand controller Ib, but by the Mech Knights. Then, the succession of the key was split into 2, just like a pair of swords was. Knowing Ib, resting inside of her, still possessed the key's power. Ibli set off to gain possession of the world lands before Aram could reach it. Aram chased after her, determined to stop her. However, in his path stood the Nightmare Beast. Dude, look at them. They're cool looking. Born for the power contained in the cores that Ibli stole from the Mech Knights. Aram, having just received his new powers, had to contend with the formidable strength of the 6 Nightmare Beasts. 1, 2, 3. There's maybe another one over there. Now, Ningirutsu, who rushed to Aram's side along with Mbek, said to him, "We'll hold them back. You go ahead." Alright. His voice was quiet, but resolute. I didn't make it quiet. Having lost the power of the world chalice, Ningirutsu knew he would be powerless to stop Ibli, even if he could catch her. Dude, look at the other links. Ooh, that's not a powerful one. Okay, who are you? Without waiting for I like how the card text is actually there. So if you really focus hard enough, you probably could read it. Without waiting for this reply, he leaped out facing the beast, spear in hand. Though nearly powerless, Ningirutsu still deftly handled his spear as if possessed. As the Nightmare Mermaid was crushed, the beasts all turned their heads towards the spear wielder in unison. He must have wanted to pursue his little sister more than anyone else. You got a point there. Aram took off to pursue Ibli in the world lands with the determination of Ningirutsu as the wind in his sails. Left alone, I wanted to face off against them. Oh crap! I accidentally skipped that one. My bad. Okay, so now we have the Mech Knight, the Rams. Now we have a duel. Okay. If you block the movement of high-level monsters with high attack in the grave of the super ancient organism, your opponent will aim to play Nightmare Link monsters with powerful effects. If you fight while dealing with link monsters and effect monsters of the nightmare link monsters, the attack of those nightmare link monsters are not so high. So you should be able to fight them well in battle. So you're saying screw effects, just get power? Yeah, we'll see about that. Ooh, Mechanical Hound. Trap Eater. No, why'd you get that on the field already? Okay. Ooh. I get the special summon. Oh, then your opponent can special summon a monster from their hand or graveyard. Yes. Bring out... I'll bring out you. You be an attack for now. You're a special summon. No, I can't change it. Whatever, I don't care. What do you do? If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target one face-up spell card your opponent controls, return it to their hand, and if you do so, special summon this card. It's a tuner. Yes. Activate the effect. Go to your hand. I have nothing. How the crap am I getting through 3,000? What? I have no link monsters. I have nothing. What the crap am I supposed to do? Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by setting one face-up trap card your opponent controls to the graveyard. That's kind of cool. That's helpful. No, this isn't helpful anymore. Now I'm going to wait. I kind of have a feeling I'm going to get those back somehow. I'm going to wait. I have nothing I can do anyway. I can't beat a 3,000 defense monster. I could draw him into attack with that 500. Or the 3,000 attack. That's fun too, you know? That's always fun. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is a great deck to go up against. What the crap am I supposed to do with that? Oh. That's what I do to that. So I can throw out Trap Eater now. I'll put him over here. Send you to the graveyard. Face up attack. I want you. Your opponent cannot attack World Legacy monsters you control except this one. Okay, I want you. So I'm going to wait on you. I'm going to destroy you with Mirror Force, and then I'm going to take you. No. Activate that. It's not helpful. But I am going to activate this. Grab. Which one is it? This one. Face up attack over here. Trying to remember the column things. All Mech Knight monsters on the field gain 300 attack. You're not a Mech Knight. Never mind. Okay. Makes sense. I have nothing I can do. I have power, but I can't defeat that. I can draw someone in for attack, and that's all I can do. That's draw power, man. It really is some draw power. Not helpful. It's cool. Not helpful. No one has any effect, huh? During damage calculation, if a link monster battles a monster, quick effect, you can discard this card. The battle monster gains 300. If a monster is special summoned from the extra deck, special summon one token. It's not helpful. You have an extra deck at least. Nothing I can do. I don't like this deck. He's just... What is... Oh, great. What's that do? I can draw a card. Thank you. Discard a card? Sure. Goodbye. What do you do? Okay. You can banish 8. Send your opponent's entire hand and extra deck to the graveyard. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. So now I have this. All level 6 or higher special summon monsters on the field cannot declare attacks or activate its effect. That's not the worst thing in the world. And a Mirror Force isn't the worst thing in the world to have down as well. There's nothing I can do again in the turn. I am going to activate this. All 6 special summon monsters. Oh crap. That's it all. That was stupid of me. That allows you to draw cards. Doesn't really help you with your spell card. That also made it so I can't declare attacks. I didn't really think about that. Solemn Strike. It's not terrible just to have down, but now if I go into attack, you were special summoned, so you can't even declare an attack anymore. That wasn't smart by me! La, la, da, da, la, la, da. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, yes. Goodbye. That's not happening. Ah. Oh, what the crap do you get to do now? Yes, Solemn Strike that thing. No, doesn't work. Stay in your hole. Ah, if I can get rid of you. Unless you have something. He doesn't have anything. If I could attack with you, if I didn't play that stupid card, I would have won. I would have won. Now you lose 1,000 life points. It's down to 100. I can special summon most of the field. No, I'm good. I don't know what that does. They all can't attack, right? They're special summoned. And especially this, a special summon. It's a link. Okay, never mind. 1900 attack. I could beat that for the 100 and win. Never mind. Things are happening. It's a link monster. With 1,000 attack, I could beat that and win. Never mind. Ibley's out. Ibley's in defense. Something else is happening. There's another card coming out. Boosting that to 1,000. That's 1,900. I can still beat that. I just gotta do 100 points of damage. Something else is happening. Unicorn Boy. Go in there. I now have Corruptor. And now that's gone. What just happened? What do you do? When this card is Nova Summon, you can target one link monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If this card is in its owner's control, you can graveyard special summon it to your opponent's side of the field. Okay, thank you for the card. What use did that do? I have no link monsters. I can't attack you, stupid Graven. Ah! It was all my own stupid fault for activating it, but still. Da, da. Yeah, destroy it. I mean, what else am I going to do to it? What are you doing? Okay. That's actually helpful. Unless you're gonna bring that to your hand. I win? What do you do? Most for monsters on the field. Monsters on the field lose 1,000 attack points unless they are co-linked. Well, that still puts you at 800. Battle this 800. Why did I lose my Link monsters? I mean, I get it. He was by himself, but I mean, I could still use his Link. Would have been helpful. Alright, we reached the goal. We got corruption now. Once returned, if a face-up Link monster you control is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one World Legacy monster from your hand or deck in defense position. Okay. I'm gonna hate doing these duels. I can tell you that. Alright, well, we're gonna get a trap card. Immediately after this effect resolve, Link summon one Link monster using monsters you control as material. Oh, that's actually pretty good. It's a trap card. That's not bad. And something's about to get destroyed. Link summoned him away. Aram rushed to the base of the World Lance, but it was too late. By the time he arrived, Ibli had already finished activating the World Lance. With the newfound power of the World Lance, Ibli launched an aggressive assault on Aram. With such destructive force that each blow shook the earth, Aram faced the attacks alone. In the face of those attacks, Aram now laid, wounded on the ground. Ibli moved to pick up Aram's discarded sword, now swinging it over and over, as if to check its weight. Then Ibli moved in closer to inflict the final blow on Aram. Aram couldn't move his upper body, let alone stand up. Just as Ibli raised the sword to strike, a small shadow emerged from Aram's cloak. The young dragon, Umduk, summoned his otherworldly power between the young boy and girl, determined to help his companions in their time of crisis with whatever he could muster. The power that surpassed that evil that dwelled in Ib, only for a moment. By suppressing Lee's evil spirit, the spirit of Ib had been resited deep in the depths and now awoken. Aram laid on the ground powerless. Imduk was exhausted his power and was unable to move. Ib was now holding a sword in her hand. Realizing her situation, she made her decision. She could only put an end to Lee's evil desire. Ah! Her hand that held the sword now tense with strength. Lee realized Ib's intention and tried to resist, but Ib's awakened spirit overcame her. She sees a flashback of her childhood friend desperately calling in her direction. Dude, that's dark. The young girl drew short, rapid breaths, points the blade towards herself, and when Negrusu arrived at the scene, he saw his childhood friend holding a limp body of his little sister in his arms, repeatedly calling her name. At the cruel end of this surreal scene, the older brother could do nothing but stand there, stunned and speechless. Wow, that just went dark, man. That went so dark. Gate cleared. Okay. Screw that one. I don't like this deck at all. But that does it for the story of solo mode. Still got more episodes we can make of just going through and replaying the decks. But okay. Hey, you got a mission. What'd I do? What do I do? I completed story mode. Is that a thing? Oh, 12. Okay. Reach level 12. Do we have enough? No, we only have 600. What was that thing at the shop? We got the pack. Wasn't Ancient Warriors. Was maybe it was Ancient Warriors. I want to say no, it's not Ancient Warriors. I think it was Life Force Control, was it not? No, it's this one. Yeah, Mech Knight, Supreme Spectrum, Crawlers. Yeah, we saw this one before. Yeah. Not a big fan of that whole thing. I mean, insect metamorphosized dudes sound really cool. Just the name of them. Oh, cool they look. Oh, the bugs. They're really good for Xyz. I mean, that's an Xyz. I wonder if they work well with tuners. I think I said that before. But anyway, we're under an hour for the episode. We'll come back next time and just start seeing how many duels we can get done playing with the decks over again. There are some that will be fun. Some I know how to use really well. Or I think I do. And yeah. We'll continue on in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you did, hit that thumbs up button and show your support. If you're new and you haven't subscribed for more content, feel free to share this video and comment down below. And until next time, I'm ApexReaper. Y'all stay positive. Thanks for watching.
Afraid of the dark? Are you scared?